How does it go? There may be trouble ahead. Oh dear. Yeah, I putted that off the green. Wow, the wind's got that. Just pulled that a touch. Welcome to Triple Bogey Town, population me. It's an absolute cannon. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of yet another YouTube golfer. It is about 6:15 on a Wednesday morning in April, and it's a bit chilly. So I'm going to get going, get my first t-shirt out of the way, and then I'll tell you where we are and why this is a bit more of a special episode for yet another YouTube golfer. So the first hole today is 351 yards off the yellow tees. It appears to be playing slightly long because of the wind direction. There is water in front of us, although the carry over that water is only about 100 yards. Although there is also a ditch at about 160 yards. I'm not warmed up properly, so I'm not taking my driver. I'm going to chicken out and hit a 4-iron. So just trying to get over the ditch, get in a reasonable position down there, and we should end up with something like a 7-iron into the green. I've rather pushed it. I think it's far enough to get over the trench, so we should be okay. So water off the first tee safely negotiated, which was the thing I was actually most worried about, although of course I've not found the ball yet. So today we are at the Cambridgeshire Golf Club, which is just outside Bar Hill, a few miles north of Cambridge, so we haven't come too far. A rather grand name, and when you roll up there's a hotel which looks more like a building site than anything else, but once you drive past that there is a rather nice golf course out here behind it. The reason this is a bit of a special episode today is we're playing a big boy golf course. This is not 9 holes, this is not a par 3. This is a full parkland 18-hole course. And on the card, I'm playing the yellow tees today, and the yellow tees run at 6,285 yards. So it's by no means the longest course in the world, but it's an awful lot longer than the ones we normally play. So the driver's going to have to come out a couple of times today. Fingers crossed that works. Yeah, that was a bit closer than I thought. We barely made it over the ditch and ended up in some ground under repair, so drop out. That 4-iron went a little under 160 yards, which is not good, which means we've got around 200 yards to the flag, 180 to the front. I am going to hit a 6-iron, which again will probably be short given the wind if I hit it straight and properly. It's properly, but it's not really straight. It's another little push. Right inside of the green, hopefully. I'm clearly not turning properly yet today. I need to wake up. So we just about managed to avoid being stuck behind a tree, but it's not a great position. And there are some branches in front. I'm going to take an 8-iron and just try and push one forwards and hopefully get it somewhere on the green. First hole of the day. I was playing for a bogey anyway. And I've got some work to do to get that now. Go on. Yeah, okay. That's safely on the middle of the green. Okay. Now, I was told when I came to film the drone shots that they were going to get these greens running extremely fast. Now thankfully, it was quite a lot of rain overnight last night, so it'll have calmed me down a bit, but I have no idea how fast this is going to run because I didn't even hit any putts on the practice green this morning because it's early. So let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? I wouldn't say it's halfway, but for a complete guess at pace, it's not too bad. I think we're in for a 3-putt. So what we got, 15 feet. Squeaked past the hole, and that's full of water. An opening 6. I'm not surprised. That's okay. Need to turn a bit more and stop that push. And fingers crossed things will get better. Right, keep your fingers crossed. Second hole is a 457 yard par 5 on the card. So 457, but I do feel I've probably got to take the driver rather than be cowardly iron. So a driver before 7 a.m. I'm not sure is a good idea. But it looks like while it's tree lined, we've got a reasonable amount of space left and right. Turn, hit it easy. That's out the toe. It's quite a nice big draw. It might be into the trees on the left. It's a slight dogleg left this hole, so being on the left near the trees is not the ideal place to be. So we are not blocked in by the trees, but we do have branches above us, so I can't really hit what I need to hit. Well, what I need to hit is 187 yards into wind. I am going to hit. It's a par 5. I'm going to hit a 4-iron and just try and punch it low and see if I can get it to within chipping distance of the green. Slightly back in the stance, just push. That's not great. Somehow managed to hook that. That is about as bad as awkward as lies get. Yeah, so instead of leaving myself a little chip onto the green, the flag is in that direction. I'm just going to have to pat it backwards. I have no choice on this one. Well, that was slightly disappointing after what was not too bad of a tee shot, really. We have got 67 yards. So that is a 9 o'clock 60-degree wedge. Middle of the green, if you please. Is that going to be long? Nope. Middle of the green. Bit over the flag. Yeah, so just past the middle of the green. 1, 2, 3. Ten paces, so like 30 yards, and I'm being chased by the greenkeeper who mowed the last greens I was finishing up. And he's coming to watch me mess this one up as well. Slightly downhill and slightly left to right, left to right. That's not bad. That's to a foot. And the hole is also full of water. Yucky. So not a great start, but not too bad. Being a bigger course, of course my handicap's slightly different. My regular course, I'm playing off 16.3 now. I went down last weekend. I get 10 shots at Melbourne. I get 17 shots here, which means bogey golf is good for me. So that's really what we're aiming for today. Okay, third hole is 409 yards and is stroke index 2. So I do get a shot here. 409 yards. Wind is quite right to left. Not a huge amount of space on the left. It looks fairly open on the right. I think it's driver again. Okay, so I'm going to aim right hand side of the fairway. And that's not bad. Again, a slight draw on it, but not as bad as last time, I don't think. I will say it is somewhat of a relief to have hit 2 drivers today and not just hit massive slices or massive tops on them. Not saying it's going 100%, but it's going well enough. I'll take it. Not as far left as I thought, which is nice. So middle of the fairway, yay. 157 playing 162, so 5 yards long because it's uphill. And Arccos says it's playing more like 194 because of the wind. I think Arccos is over-egging it a bit today. I'm going to take my 7-iron. 7-iron should be 175. So it gives me a bit for the wind and a bit for the uphill. I don't know what's long. Looks like trees. It's definitely into wind. I'm just still not sure by how much. All right, so 175, full shot, uphill. Bread and butter stuff. Caught slightly fat and pushed again. There's a bunker over there on the right. I think we may be making sandcastles. Okay, well these are the shots that I hate. The flag is about 3 paces onto the green. I've got some fluffy stuff to go over. There is a bank there. 52-degree wedge. Land it short of the green and hope it just bimbles on. It is a tightish lie. The fairways in the UK at the moment, a lot of them are still a bit still recovering from winter, shall we say. Come on, land this a yard or so short of the green. Yes, exactly where I wanted to land it. Just drifted left. 4 feet, 5 feet. Quite happy with that. First chance at a par today. Greens are rolling pretty true here. Looked like I was staying ahead of the greenkeepers mowing the greens, but I don't know, they may have got ahead of me now. So they might suddenly speed up. It's got to be straight. If it's not straight, I need to be more careful about reading all the future putts. Just nice and easy, through the line. Half the ball rolled over the hole. It went dead straight. Oh, so close. Another bogey. So with a double bogey on the first, that puts us 4 over after 3 holes, which is 1 over net. So we're going to drop a par at some point. Shame I missed the last one. 4th hole is a 350-yard par 4. Stroke index 12. There's quite a lot of room on the left, but there are a couple of bunkers and there's trees on the right. So 350 yards, but we're not playing into wind now. We're playing, the holes have been coming this way, and we're now playing across. It feels a little bit in. I'm going to take my 5-iron and hope I can do what I usually do at Melbourne and leave something like a 7 into the green. Nice, easy 5-iron. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I was slightly closer to that tree than I wanted. Right hand side of the fairway. It's always nice when you hit a ball off the tee and you see it bounce and stop on the fairway. 180 yards from the pin and 173 from the front. So we're going to take the 7-iron again because we don't know what trouble's at the back. There is a bunker on the left hand and right hand side of the green. I'm actually going to aim for the one on the left, or the right hand edge of the left hand bunker, because the wind is blowing a bit left to right. So put a good swing on this, it should just dribble onto the front of the green. Or I could terribly fat it into a completely safe place. Oh well. Fat and horrible. It might have been up where my driver would have ended up, but there's 2 bunkers over there, so taking the 5-iron took those out of play. Shame I can't hit a 7-iron. 83 yards, slightly downhill. 83 yards to the pin. Sort of down, then comes back up. If I hit full 60, it's going to drop short and disappoint me, or it's just going to bump and run on. After this hole, I should start paying more attention to the wind. Oh, that's about as good as that. Look at that move, wow. Okay, A, the wind has really taken that, and B, that's dropped so short. No, I hit that absolutely properly. Yeah, this is a good 10-yard wind. Right, not as long as the last one. 52 again, but I want to be onto the green this time. Just onto the green. Or I could hit the ground. Nope. Right, well, I am making a right meal of this hole, aren't I? 4 to get onto the green, and not well onto the green either. So, walk away from here with another double, and then start concentrating. It's another pretty straight putt. Slightly right to the left, if anything. Oh, and I pulled that putt so badly. Oh, I almost stood up halfway through that. Right, come on. Just... And that was halfway over the hole as well. Wow. Okay. Welcome to Triple Bogey Town, population me. Ooh. I won my local club competition with a net 2 under par on Saturday. You wouldn't think so the way I played that last hole. 5th hole. We are on a 124 yard par 3 according to the card. 129 to the pin, which is a real shame because off the back he's absolutely dead. I think there's a ditch in front. What's the front of the green? The front of the green is 114, and the 52 is a 110 club. So we're going to take the 52 and just hit it full. Hit it full to the left of the green because the wind is still blowing that way. To get us over the ditch and finish nicely on the green. And we fatted it again. We are not turning properly today. That's come up short of the ditch. Good. Yeah, that's several shots I've caught a bit heavy today. Need to figure out why. If only I had a bunch of video of what my swing was doing that would tell me. If only I could watch it right now. Nope. That is a big old ditch. And I don't think I've got my ball retriever with me. 42 yards. Little half 60. Whoa! Absolutely pin high. A touch right, and the spin's just pushed it slightly further right. So hit it properly. These greens are clearly nice and receptive. It's the hitting it properly bit I'm clearly struggling with today. And clearly, I suddenly decided that clearly is clearly a word I want to say. Clearly I should stop doing that. Right, let's just get it, snuggle it up to the hole and drop it in for a bogey, walk away and start again. Yeah. Nice putt, 6 inches. Thank you. So apart from the tee shot, quite a nice hole. Okay, 6th hole. 352 yard par 4 on the card. Bunkers up there on the left at 190 yards and on the right at about 220. So I am just going to hit driver. And if I hit the draw I've hit the other 2 times I've hit it today, it'll be perfect. Yep, that is an absolute screamer. Straight over the top of that bunker, just drawing very slightly. That's perfect. The fairway has drifted it off to the left a bit more than I'd hoped. 95 yards. I'm going to ignore that tree in front of me. Hit a 56-degree wedge to the right. Should be front edge. Just skimmed the trees, but it felt nice. Yeah, just on the green, a couple of yards on. Okay, got quite a long putt here, but the flag was over the bunker, so I was avoiding that. If I can get this to within 6 feet, I'll be happy. The green, slight upslope, slightly left to right, and then it plateaus a little. Oh, that needs to hold. Oh, that's well over. Yeah, I've putted that off the green. Oh dear. Well, I've not done that for a while. Oh, and that's run over the hole. Okay, they've mowed this creek because that has run to, that's run 10 feet past, and I thought that was stone dead. Wow. This could be a 4-putt. Oh dear. Come on, gently into the hole. Wow. Absolutely sprung off the club face and wasn't straight at all. How did I pull a 6 out of that? I mean, I'm smiling because of the speed those putts ran, but wow. 7th hole is a 485 yard par 5. We have a ditch running across the fairway, which is about 190 yards. And then there are 2 bunkers. Those 2 bunkers on the right hand side, if you can see them on the camera, are at 230 and 260. So right on driver range. But if I take my 4 or 5 iron, the ditch runs across the entire fairway, whereas if I hit my driver, I've got to be more accurate to hit the bunkers. And we all know I'm not. So, driver it is. And you aim for the left edge of the far bunker and hope I put the same draw on it as I put on basically everything else. Come on, wind. There you go. That's a bomb. Love it. Okay, it's a nearly 270-yard drive. 227 to the pin. So I'm going to hit a 4-iron. Just try and get it straight, get it running. It's just coming back slightly right. It's just off the green, but it's up there. It's up there. Happy with that. Basically level with the very front edge of the green. So while I didn't get all of that, it was a little bit low out the face. It was not a bad shot by any means. I had to wait a minute or so because the greenkeeper was actually finishing cutting this green, so it's about as fresh as you can get. I am scared this is going to go off the back again. 9-iron putt. Hop it over the not cut stuff and land it just on the green and let it run up. That landed 6 inches on the green. See, I should pay more attention to greens on chips, because now I look at it, I can see that's going to borrow off to the left. Could have put a little more juice on that, but as I said, green had just been cut and the previous one was very quick. So I think this is going to go, based on the chip, this is going to go slightly right to left. So we are aiming this 6 inches outside the right edge. Let's not do anything silly with it, huh? Oh, it's left it a foot short. My first par of the day. Good grief. I didn't think it would take 7 holes. Not only are they cutting all the greens this morning, they're driving around and mechanically raking up all the bunkers. So if I get in one, it should be quite nice to get out of. Well, as nice as a bunker can be to get out of. 8th hole, 170-yard par 3 off the card. The flag is showing 159. The front edge is 146. And it is a cross and downwind, so we are going to take the 9-iron, which should be a 145 club. So 145 to the front edge with the wind. It should get me safely on the green. Wind is still blowing a bit left to right, so we're going to aim for the left side of the green, just inside the left-hand bunker. Oh, and that's pulled way left. Come on wind, come on wind. Oh, the wind has done me really well on that one. Yeah, that's middle of the green. Thank you, wind. Yeah, wind has done me well there. That has pitched an inch onto the green and just got that sort of cut spin to bring it further over to the right. Again, this green has also literally just been mowed. Once more, I am terrified. So we've got a good 30-foot putt here. So again, we're trying to get it just somewhere up close to the hole. Nothing silly. Oh, I've left that well short. You know, I haven't left that well short. I'm really glad I thought I'd underhit that, because that's pin high. It's drifted off to the right. It's a misread. It came quite a long way left to right, but weight-wise, it's actually perfect. Dead straight into a watery hole. Yes. Another par. 2 pars on the bounce, so that's more like it. 9th hole, 367 yard par 4, bunker on the right at around 200 and on the left at around 220. So it's been working well today, so we're going to take the driver again and aim over the corner slightly because of how much the wind brought the last one back. Just put a nice swing on it. It's reasonably open down the left, straight over the top of that bunker. Oh, I've just pulled out a touch. Okay, not sure. I put a good strike on it, but I've just overdrawn it a bit. I'm just to the side of the 10th tee. And you see I've got some trees to get through here. So I think I'm just going to hit a 5-iron and just try and bobble it through the trees and run it up onto the green. That's not going to be nearly enough. I tried to be too cute with that. And not only was that not a great shot, but I've left myself under some trees again. So, little 6-iron. Again, just push it. Just trying to put it onto the green. Just give myself a chance for a bogey. Oh, that needs to stop. That's just dropped off the back of the green. Right, just off the back of the green. I'm going to hit 60 here. Just want to pop it up. Not a huge amount of green to work with. Should be safe. Just want to go and just drop it on the green. Soft landing. Pin high, slightly left. Nice. So 6-foot putt for a bogey. It's not what you'd want to leave yourself, is it? Come on. Just easy through the line. I don't know if that was me or that was the green. Oh dear. Another double to finish with. Par double. Okay, 9 holes down. I am 11 over, which is 2 over net. So not too bad. Couple of putts that have shaved the hole, which is a shame, but also some silly stuff in there. Never mind. Onto the back 9. If I do what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to split this into 2 separate videos. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it so far, please like and subscribe. And maybe come back when part 2 is released and see if I can recover those 2 shots on the back 9.